morning, my neighbors! Hello there, my name is Del. Yeah, and you're watching Drinkin Yakkin. You know, I didn't know how to start the show today, so that's why I was sort of like... Yeah, I don't know how good that intro was, but I can work on it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another show. I've got quite a few things to talk about today. I've always got stuff to talk about, but today I've got a lot of movie reviews and a couple of stories to share. Yeah, nothing crazy, just regular, everyday life. And I'm here, sitting here with my pint. It's a little pint, and you can actually get these cups. They are available, yes. You can contact me, DFH Studios at hotmail.com, which I'll be placing that email up quite a bit. Or you can go through Bottle Decor. They just literally passed on the screen. YouTube! What's going on? The reason I'm asking it that way is because they used to have a Go Live button. And apparently that Go Live button is no longer there. So in other words, when you start streaming, you better be ready to go. Because before, it used to allow you to hit Go Live. Yeah. Kind of caught me off guard. Good thing I wasn't sitting here inappropriately. And it's a good thing that I set up my software to a blank screen, or else that would have definitely thrown me off. Yeah, thanks, YouTube. See, they used to have a little Go Live button. What are you guys, Twitch now? Yeah, kind of threw me off guard. Yeah, good thing like I said, I had it on the blank screen. I had everything already set up. Normally what I used to do was I used to stream, let it go for a few minutes, and then I would kick in and go live when I was 100% ready to go at 9 o'clock. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, YouTube. Anyways, if there's anybody out there watching, cheers to you. Oh wait, yes, my mic is working, okay. Didn't want to go through 6 minutes of nothing. Yeah, cheers. Oh yeah. Good thing I ate today. Well, I don't plan on drinking a lot today, but you never know. You never know. So, anywho, I got a few things to talk about today. Like I said, I got a lot of movie reviews to go. We've already got someone here. Her name is Amanda. Hello, Amanda. Welcome to the show, darling. And, yeah, so I've got quite a few movies to review tonight. Let me just run down that list real quick, just to give you guys an idea of what's happening. We've got first on the agenda, Green Lantern First Flight. We've also got All-Star Superman. We've got Stripes. We've also got Death to Smoochie. We've got Star Wars The Clone Wars. Or it's probably just The Clone Wars. We've got Burn Hollywood Burn, an Alan Smithy film. We've also got A Few Good Men. We've got All Hallows Eve. And I hope I'm pronouncing this man's name right, but it's Anthony Jeselnik, Fire in the Maternity Ward. There you go. So I've got all those to review tonight. Now, let me give you all a little bit of background here before I continue on. Some of those movies I had already seen. At least I thought I did. Back in the day, I used to do the 10-minute, 20-minute rule when I was watching movies, and I think that explains why a lot of these movies I don't remember. I actually mentioned this on Saturday, so I'm going to mention this again. What happened was back in the day, whenever I used to watch movies and I wasn't interested in it in 10 to 20 minutes, I used to stop watching the movie completely. Well, that's not the case nowadays. Nowadays, if anything, I actually watch the entire movie, and I regret watching most of them because I have to see them and give my 100% personal opinion. I can't just watch a movie for 10-15 minutes and then turn it off. Mind you, there have been some horrible films that I've seen that it gets to a point where I'm like, you know what, let me just scan through it so that I can at least say I saw it. So in case anybody ever asks me, oh, well, what happened after this and this and that, I'll be like, oh, well, that happened. See, a lot of these movies, especially most of those animated films, I think I've already seen them. I saw them so long ago that either A, I forgot them completely, which lately I've been thinking that can't be the case. I mean, there's no way that I could forget all these movies. There's no way. I think it's option B, and that is that I watched it for 10-15 minutes and then said to myself, no, forget it. I'm not watching anymore. Some of them I've seen so long ago, and they are so forgettable that, yeah, I think some of them I did actually forget. Mind you, there's a few of them on this list here that I did see a long time ago, and I actually, yeah, I know I saw the whole movie, and yet I forgot. It happens. It happens. Anywho, excuse me. Woo! Amanda says, yes, finally a horror movie review. What are you talking about? I do horror movies all the time. It's whatever comes to my plate, if you will. All right, so I do have a couple of little things. Yes, I actually wrote it down because I knew I was going to forget once I started going onto the show. And hold on a second. Oh, can't even read my own writing because my eyes are starting to go. That's what happens when you get old. So there's a few little topics, not much, but a couple here that I had to write about just so I wouldn't forget. First and foremost, I did my laundry. That's not groundbreaking material, but I did do my laundry, and what happened was this time around, I have this metal name tag that I use for my work, and I use a dress shirt, a black dress shirt, and I usually place the name tag right there. I was in a scuffle when I was grabbing all my stuff to go take it down to the laundry. Well, actually not down, it's more like horizontal, like straight ahead. So I grabbed all my stuff, not even thinking, not even paying attention. We actually have a brand new washing machine, which is kind of the crazy part about this whole scenario. Now, this metallic name tag is very hard. So it's like about yay big, right? I can go grab it. I'm not in the mood. So I just grab it. It's like this big, like about that big. It's not that thick, but it's metallic. It's a very, very hard metal. And it's got a magnet on the back. I was freaking out when I realized that I had put it in the wash. Didn't even realize it until after when I put it in the dryer. I was like, where's the name tag? Gave me a bit of a heart attack because, again, like I said, it's a brand new washing machine. Mind you, this is not like an old school washing machine. This is like one of those washing machines that's like a big giant empty area, and you just, it doesn't have like that cone thing or whatever in the middle. Back in the old day, we used to have the one that used to have that cone thing, and you look, whatever. Now it's one of those modern ones. Anyways, so I looked, I'm freaking out, and I had already put the clothes in the dryer, and I'm sitting there like, uh-oh. I'm like, where's my damn name tag? I go and I look into the washing machine. That was like the heart attack number one. And I had already put my whites in there too, so it was like I had to wait for the whites to be done, and my blacks are getting dried, and I'm like, oh, for the love of God, don't tell me that name tag is in there somewhere. So I'm looking in the washing machine after I got all the whites out of there. Looking. There's no name tag here. What the hell? I take out the blacks out of the dryer, throw them on my bed. I'm looking through, panicking at this point. Where the hell's my name tag? And then I start thinking to myself, okay, maybe I probably left it at work. Maybe I accidentally dropped it at work. But I'm like, no, I remember seeing it. So I'm freaking out at this point. And I'm like, well, where the hell did this thing go? Right before I put in the whites into the dryer, I said, okay, I'm going to look in the drying machine just to see what's going on, just to see if it's in there somewhere. I'm looking everywhere, I'm looking up, down, all around. Couldn't find a damn thing. Alright, I think I left it at work. So I throw in the whites, start the drying process. And at this point, I'm like, wait a second. There's no way that I left this damn thing at work. Meanwhile, the thing's drying. Next thing you know, no, I'm kidding. No. I fold all the clothes, I get everything there, and then I go to the whites, grab all that crap out of there. I'm like, you know what, let me look again, just in case I missed it. So I go and I look again. Because the damn thing had a magnet, the magnet was stuck on one of the divots, or whatever those things are called, or the rivets, those things, the things that turn the laundry. The magnet's stuck over there, and I'm like, okay, Problem solved. I found the damn magnet. Where the hell's the name? Where's the name tag? So I'm looking at the name tag. I'm looking in the damn machine. I stuck my head in the damn thing. I'm looking around. All of a sudden, I see it like embedded in one of the like rotor things. Yeah, I could have like destroyed my washing machine or just because of or my dryer just because of a stupid name tag. So I had to share that little story with you guys. Scared the hell out of me, man. Scared the living hell out of me. It's a panic. I went in panic mode. And I even texted my boss, because the only time I wear my name tag is once a week. I wear it on my Thursdays. So I go to Thursday, and I texted my boss on my Thursday shift, and I'm like, did you happen to find a name tag? And he was like, okay, no, I didn't see anything, but I'll look. And I'm like, anyway, found my name tag. Amanda says, just so you know, Terrifier is a sequel to All Hallows Eve. I do not think it's a sequel, darling. I think it's a prequel. Let me check. Because I love Terrifier, and I'm waiting for part 2. I think that All Hallows Eve was done before that. She says, ha ha ha. As I go look for Terrifier. I seriously believe it is. And the reason why is because of the actor. I'll get into that a little bit later. But, hold on, let me look. Terrifier. I know that they're working on a part 2, which I was so excited to see that. Well, it could be a sequel, but it's a different actor. Because Terrifier was a different actor. I was actually going to mention that. So, it's directed by the same dude. But, Art the Clown in Terrifier was David Howard Thornton. Let's see if they actually have it connected here. Yeah, All Hallows Eve. So, you're right on that. It is a sequel, if you will. But the actor in this one, where is he? Art the Clown was Mike Gianelli. I was actually going to get into that, but you're making me jump ahead of the schedule there, darling. Different actor. It's not the same dude. Because I absolutely loved Terrifier. Absolutely loved it. But I'll get into that in a bit. But, yeah. And okay, I'll get into it in a bit. But thank you for pointing that out. I didn't think it was a sequel, in all honesty. I mean, it was just Art the Clown. I don't even know if he even considers to be a part of a sequel there. The next thing I wanted to talk about, again, this is groundbreaking stuff. Amanda says, all I know is that it has Art the Clown. Yeah, but it's a different actor, like I said, so I'll get into that. Teaser trailer for Terrifier 2 is out. I know, I haven't seen it yet. Please don't say anything. I don't watch trailers anymore because I just want to see it and enjoy the fuck out of it. Well, that's the first time I swore tonight. I definitely. Oh my god, I got some likes and views. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, cheers, by the way. Here I am talking about my stupid stories. Cheers, you bastards. I'm taking it easy tonight. I mean, I already ate, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't feel like drinking too much today. But next story. I know this is gonna sound silly, but here's another story I've got. I have. I can't believe I'm gonna be talking about this shit. Well, it is Drinkin Yakkin, so it sort of kind of makes sense to talk about this. Ever since I moved in, which is about 20 years, close to 20 years now, if not more, into this apartment. I've been here forever. My dad bought the house, set it up as an apartment unit, and I've been living here ever since. So technically, I'm living in my parents' basement, but I've been living on my own for God knows how many years. Anyways, okay, that's besides the point. And yeah, so I moved in and I had bought ice cube trays. And believe it or not, I've had those ice cube trays for about 20 years. Rest in peace to one of them. One of them snapped in half, literally. I went and I tried to break the ice. Ah! Oh my god, that was funny. I broke the ice. So I break the ice. It literally, I do this. And it just literally ripped. And I'm like, and I haven't, I use ice all the time. Because, especially for work, because I have it in a cooler. I put like 5 bottles of water in there and take it to work. And what I do is I fill it up with the ice. Now, I had no choice but to buy ice cube trays. I know it sounds silly for me to bring this up on a show, but what the fuck else am I going to talk about? Movies? No, not yet. We can't, we got to build up to that. So anywho, I watched that. So I go to Walmart and I find these ice cube trays, and I'm like, all right, whatever. These things are huge, man, like gigantic. I was like, compared to my old one, I'm like, whoa. I go, this is weird. I go and I look at them and I go, this looks a lot bigger than the ones that I had before. So I go and I set up my first set of my set of ice cubes. I took the old tray and I kind of put it on the side because it didn't match. So I grab it, I look at all the ice, I pop it in there. Normally in my cooler I would have like 5 drinks around the edge, right? So I got 2 over here, 1 here, and then ice in the middle. So the ice I used to put in there before with the 2 trays used to go about 3/4 of the way. It's sort of a decent sized cooler. This time it went all the way up, if not more. Like the ice cubes are huge. But yeah. It's my stories, man. Oh, and I also got new boots for work too. My boots, my work boots, I had like rubber boots that came up to like about like my knee, or like almost the top of the. That's not knee. What kneecap? Yeah, knee. All right. It was always like up to there. So I got a new pair of boots, and what happened with the old pair of boots was the bottom, the sole, literally was like this, like kind of ripped completely open, and they were steel toe, which I don't really think I need steel toe anymore. So I went out and I bought a new pair of boots. There you go. Those are all my stories before I get into the movies. Party on. All right. Sam says, it's Adele. Hi, it's a Sam. James is watching. He says, mobile is funny. Mobile is funny? What does that mean? Mobile is funny? What was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. What does that mean, James? You must be under your second profile because it says J-Ban. So go subscribe to his page, ladies and gentlemen. That's his second page, and you can go check him out on YouTube. Find the man. His name's right there. Just go and subscribe to his page right now. Go. I'll wait. Shannon, my lady, yay! She says, "How about?" You didn't reply. She didn't reply. I was getting all nervous because you didn't reply, Shannon. Yeah, she didn't reply. Did you even read my text? I put a lot of heart and soul in that text. I said I was tired. James says, shit kickers. I missed that, sorry. Sam says, how's it going, Dr. Powers? It's going quite well, thank you for asking. James says, I'm on mobile. Oh, I get it. So he says mobile is funny. Actually, James, have you gone live on YouTube lately? Because they don't have the go live button anymore. It just automatically kicks in once you start streaming. Yeah, good times. Yeah, good thing I wasn't like inappropriately dressed, because I didn't have this before I started the show. Yeah. Amanda says, what do you call a singing laptop? Adele. That's right. That's right. I gave you a moment of silence. Sam says, that was horrible, Amanda. Yeah, that's why I did that face. What's wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? Eric says, yo. What's up, Eric? 5-star supporter. And James, too, 5-star supporter. You guys should be seeing your banners pop up. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate this. I really do. Shannon says, I got your text, but I got distracted. Of course you did. Of course you did. That's okay, darling. That's all right. Hopefully you'll be around for me to call you after, because I miss you very much. Yeah, I do. I miss you. And please don't chop off all your hair. Yeah. Mind you, I'm dying to shave this, but I'm going to wait to see you, because I know you like hair. So I'm going to wait to see you before I get rid of all this, and hopefully we'll see each other soon. I miss you. I miss you very much. I miss giving you hugs. Yeah, that's right. I said it on the show. All right, guys. We're ready to go. It's time for movie reviews. James, I keep seeing Jay. It's throwing me off. James says, I use OBS for streaming. Yeah, so do I. But what happened now, when you go on YouTube, it used to say start. It don't say that no more. It automatically kicks in. Okay, so be careful when you do a live stream. It goes right away. It's kind of like Twitch, which, by the way, I don't think I'm ever gonna put another video on Twitch ever again. So if you go on my Twitch page, it's pretty much it. That's it. I think I'm done. Facebook as well. I think I'm done with Facebook as well. So, yeah. A lot of groundbreaking moments here this week. Shannon says, "Hey, Eric." Amanda says, "Fuck you, it was gold." No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You're in a delusional state, darling. That was not gold. LMAO, by the way. I saw that too. James says, oh, sorry, I already read that one. Eric says, "Hello, Shannon." Everybody's saying hello to each other. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Shannon says, "I won't chop it off, just a couple of inches. Nyeh. Nyeh." Yeah, but every time you say that, it's like... James says, "We all miss you." I miss you too, brother. I miss everybody as well. And I do miss doing these live streams as opposed to doing pre-records. Sometimes the memory or the mind just doesn't go in the right spot. And that's why I do pre-records. But, yeah. Alright, so let's get these movies underway, ladies and gentlemen. I should mention something also about the song that I played on Saturday. This kind of threw me for a loop. Saturday I played a song by Tears of a Deity called "Save Me." For those of you who haven't seen it, you can go back one show and you'll see it on the Del Morgado Show Unleashed. And I played the song and I didn't realize that he had copyrights on it. So I got dinged with copyrights because of his song. Now, for the record, I have absolutely no problem with getting dinged on copyrights for a song that's one of my friends. Alright? But, here's the issue. I can't make any money off the video. It's not like I make a shitload of money. I make maybe a cent per video because my views are pretty low. If my views were to ever start developing into something bigger, then I'd be a little bit more concerned. So I told the man, I said, "Look, I'm not making any money off of this video. So it's up to you if you want to share this video, spread the word, and in this way, every time people watch the video, you get paid." Now, I don't know how much the man makes. I think it's literally half a cent. But that's a hell of a lot more than what I make here on YouTube, which is kind of interesting. So, I couldn't believe, number one, that I got dinged with copyrights, because normally when I play other tracks from friends of mine, Left Turn City, A Wasted Decade, Walker's K, and that's the one that blows me away the most, is Walker's K, because they're actually signed, okay? They're with a studio, and I don't get dinged with their copyrights, which really freaks me out. So, either A, they're not doing their job, or B, he hasn't copyrighted his material yet. But I was a little surprised to see that Tears of a Deity was copyrighted. So, guys, if you want to go check out the video, it's on the last video that I posted. Help make this guy make some money, because a lot of times I keep telling that to all these artists that lend me their music, and I say, I want to make money for them somehow. So if you guys want to make some money for this guy, it'll be half a cent every time you view it. So, yeah. So just giving you all the heads up on that one. Anywho, James says, "We're all losing our minds." Ha ha ha. Oh yeah. Oh buddy. I lost my mind years ago. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, right now, the order that I showed the movies are going to be the order that I will be reviewing them. Starting off with Green Lantern First Flight. This is one of those movies that I was talking about that I thought I had already seen. Apparently, I don't recall any of it. So I think it was one of those 10 to 15 minute rules. Or I probably saw it and lost interest and didn't really care. I watched this movie, and quite frankly, it was better than the Ryan Reynolds. Actually, no, they were pretty much... Actually, no. They were both on the same level. Mind you, the Green Lantern movie, the live action, still didn't impress me. But this one, it was alright. It was alright. It wasn't groundbreaking. I mean, some of the animated that DC does is fantastic. There's a lot of ones that I've seen before. The Batman ones are incredible, and they've also had ones where Superman and Batman... I forget what they're called right now. Some of the animated films are better than the actual freaking live-action films, which is really scary. This one was okay. It was alright. It didn't impress me. It was like, most of the time I was just sitting there like... I don't know the word that Amanda used the other week, but I was unimpressed. Very like that was me. The whole reaction throughout the entire movie, I'm like, didn't impress me. The animation was alright. I had no problems with the animation style. I thought it was a well-told story. It was pretty decent. But, again, I'd have to give it a 2. It did nothing for me. It really didn't do anything for me. Would I watch another one of the animated Green Lanterns? Maybe. There's another one called Emerald Knights. Maybe I might watch it, but I don't know. It was just kind of dry. There wasn't really much there. There was no real excitement. But then again, it's an animated film, so I didn't really expect, I didn't expect that to blow my mind. Speaking of animated, let's move on to the next one. All-Star Superman. This one I seriously think was a 10-minute view. Because I absolutely fucking hated this movie. There, I swore again. Absolutely hated this movie. This is probably one of the worst Superman fucking pieces of shit that I've ever seen in my entire existence. I could not stand this fucking thing. Like, I'm telling you, this is worse than Man of Steel. And you all know how much I hate Man of Steel. Well, if you don't, you just found out. I despise Man of Steel. And this was a piece of shit. Sorry, I'm pointing the wrong way. Piece of shit. P-O-S. Piece of shit. Garbage. Pure garbage. Apparently this was based on a comic that was a series. So it's like a series of like 7 or 8 comics. The story's all over the place. There is no story. It's just bullshit. I'm sitting there, and the design for Superman, they gave him like a half cape. A half cape. He looks so stupid. Like, I looked at, I'm like, what is this? And then within the first 2 minutes, they go to the sun. Let me repeat that again. They go to the sun like it's a regular thing. Oh yeah, let's go to the sun. Oh yeah, we've got this containment unit, this spaceship or rocket, whatever the fuck it is, that can actually withstand the heat of the sun. What the fuck? What the fuck? The first 2 minutes, I'm already like, okay, I'm done. I'm like, you know what? I might as well just watch this shit. The story got so stupid. It was so choppy, so all over the fucking map. I was sitting there like, I cannot fucking believe they actually let this movie out. I can't believe it. And then I go online to see if I'm the only crazy person here, and everybody's bitching about this movie. Everybody's bitching about it. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck did they do? This is horrible. Horrible piece of shit. Boom. I don't even think it deserves a 1, to be honest with you. Amanda says, I found out there's a storyline where a house cat got a red ring. What? I found out there's a storyline where a house cat got a red ring. Rage. Oh! Red Lantern ring, I mean. Okay. Alright. Sure. James says, I love Man of Steel. I'm going to be doing that a lot tonight. James says, big chin. What? The drawing? You're confusing me, dude. He also says he overloads. Ha ha ha. Yeah, he does. Anyways, let me get rid of this piece of shit. I can't believe you said you like Man of Steel. My opinion of your movie taste is just dropped. It's just dropped. Man of Steel was garbage. You ever hear of streamlined storytelling? Yeah, not Man of Steel. Man of Steel, they fucked up the easiest character, Superman. Richard Donner got it right. Why couldn't they get it right? They cast perfectly. I mean, well, not really. I can't stand, what's his name? Jor-El. I don't like him. But they cast Henry Cavill perfectly. Actually, I saw a memory pop up on Facebook of one of my hopeful videos. The very first Drinkin Yakkin was when we reviewed the look of Henry Cavill, and we thought it was fantastic at the time. And then when the movie came out... Anyways, next. Now this one, I do recall certain elements of this movie, but I had forgotten pretty much the rest. Stripes with Bill Murray and Harold Ramis. The two gentlemen from Ghostbusters, for those of you who don't know. And it's also got a few other cast members in there. The late John Candy. Quite a few other people in there as well. I absolutely love this movie. I thought this movie was funny. Great story. Just a silly army movie. And a lot of times, you kind of need a silly army movie to just break it up. What had happened was I'd gotten a new copy of this, just like all these other movies that I'm reviewing. And I swore I'd seen this one before, which I did. Because I remembered certain elements. But the rest of the story I didn't really remember, which kind of doesn't surprise me, because the rest of the story was sort of not as good as the one scene or two scenes that I remembered in particular. But this movie was great. I was laughing. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is just a funny, old school, like, 80s movie. Hilarious. Just that's the way it should be when it comes to movies. Was it incredible? Did it blow my mind? Absolutely not. But it was definitely worth watching. See, 4 stars is a little high. I was going to give it a 4. But I think this one is just sort of, it's funny, it's good, it's a 3-star. It's not incredible. It's got its little moments. It's got its funny little scenes. But it's not like one of those movies that it's like, oh, you have to watch it. It's not one of those. Like, it's like, oh, yeah, if you watch it, cool. But if not, don't worry. You're not missing anything. In other words, you can continue your life without watching Stripes and you'd be all right. But it is fun. It's a good movie. It's funny. It is a good movie. Amanda says, it was sad. Poor cat lost his owner to a burglary and some assholes tried to drown him. Oh, is this a real life story thing? Hold on, I'm just trying to... Okay, save that for Sunday, darling. Now you have something to talk about. James says, I told you that on the Del Morgado show years ago. Yeah, you did, actually. Oh, God. Yeah, yes, on the radio show. Oh, God. That was horrible, man. That was tough. Anyways, Sam says, also before you go on about the Star Wars animated movie, it takes place between the second and third prequel movies. I know. She also says the Clone Wars movie and the Clone Wars animated series takes place between the second and third prequels, just so you know. Yes, I am aware. Thank you for adding that. Very well aware where it lands in the Star Wars universe, yes. But don't worry, I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. Alright, next, we've got Death to Smoochie with Robin Williams and Edward Norton. That's right. This movie was fucking awesome. I'd seen this one a long time ago, and I'd forgotten about this one completely, believe it or not. But I do remember seeing it, and then watching it again. It was awesome. Alright, this one was just fucking crazy story. Rest in peace, dear Robin Williams, good sir. You are missed. And because of seeing that movie, it brought back the good memories of Mr. Robin Williams. And I tell you, this movie was awesome. It was absolutely hilarious. For those of you who don't know anything about it, you can pretty much tell by the photo that it's not your average type of film. It's about basically children show hosts. And it's fucking crazy. It's not what you would expect. You know, it's a very colorful film, meaning that the language is there, definitely there, definitely entertaining as hell. Love the way that the characters were built up, and I just love how the story was told. Damn good movie. This one definitely deserves a 4. It's not a 5 because I'm always looking for a missing thing, a missing element, if you will. And it was missing something. But it was a damn well told story. Good entertaining movie. Solid movie. If you guys haven't seen Death to Smoochie, check it out. It's one of those Robin Williams dark movies, if you will. Excuse me. Because he did a series of those. 1 Hour Photo comes to mind especially because that was one of those movies where you're like, whoa, that's not Robin Williams. Damn good movie, by the way. 1 Hour Photo, for those of you guys who haven't seen that one. So, next on the agenda. Yes, I know that Sam's probably waiting for this one, and you're not going to like what you're going to have to hear on this motherfucker. The Clone Wars. There's not enough. I'm going to have to get a refill. You know what? You know what? I need a break. I need a break before I get into this fucking piece of movie. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. We're going to take a quick commercial. And we'll be right back because I need a refill here. Because there's no way I'm reviewing this movie without more beer. Alright, here we go. We'll be right back after this important message.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Flash Lowlight.
And I'm DrinkinNYakkin.
And we are the Puppet-Razzi.
If you are looking for great entertainment for your special event, then Puppet-Razzi is the most amazing show that you will ever encounter in your life.
Yeah, we are an adult puppeteer show that is sure to bring down the house. Your house. With great humor, banter, jokes, and interviews with your very special guests.
And hardcore reporting of your event that will mystify you, surprise you, and even make you roll in the aisles.
Let our professional sound, lighting, staging, and puppeteering skills amaze you and your clientele with the absolute best entertainment that you deserve.
For more information on booking Puppet-Razzi or to see a video demo of our show, please go to facebook.com/Puppet-Razzi. Or email us directly at puppetrazzi@hotmail.com. That's puppetrazzi@hotmail.com.
Hey, that was pretty good there, buddy.
I was happy with that.
Hey, let's go for a beer or something to celebrate.
Well, maybe some mild mint tea.
Okay, all right.
I need to calm down a little.
Beautiful.
All right, so everybody, how you doing? Hey, my name is, what's my name again? Flash Lowlight.
Flash Lowlight.
Thank you.
I'm DrinkinNYakkin.
That's DrinkinNYakkin, and we're going to do a
live
promo.
here in the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, it's my first time here.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous there, buddy.
Well,
we're just going to work on magic right now.
I'm used to doing television.
Yeah, but get this. We're going to do this in one take. What do you think?
One take. That's what they call me.
Because
One take Nick.
We're professionals.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm a professional.
I'm twice as professional
What?
as you are, pal.
Ha! You wish, buddy.
Well, okay, just
All
do
right.
it. Do
Well,
it.
we're about to
All
do
right.
the thing right now,
Okay.
commercial for our commercial.
Our commercial.
That's right, because we
Who are
rock. We're the best.
We
what do you
are
think?
the best. What is it that we
That's
do
right.
exactly?
I have no idea. We're just gonna make it up. What do you think?
That's called improv.
Improvisation.
Oh, it happens to be my specialty.
That's
I'm a
right.
fantastic
We're good
improv.
at that. Hey, listen.
I
to
can
me.
improv all over
Listen-
the place.
Listen to me,
Get
buddy.
back here.
What? Oh, okay.
Don't
It's
be a
time to do the thing.
sweetheart.
Okay,
Sit
okay.
down.
All right, I'm sorry.
Behave.
I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
This
Here we
is
go.
serious business.
Okay, Gary, you ready to go there, buddy?
Okay.
Nah. All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right.
Get my good side.
Yeah. Here we go. 3, 2.
Yeah. Do I even want to start? Do I even want to go on this one? Trying to maintain my composure here, and I'm sure all you guys know I'm about to blast off over here. During the commercial, I noticed that I missed a comment, and I apologize for that. James says, this was back when I was talking about the Superman, All-Star Superman. He says he overloads, ha ha ha, and then he wrote, you know it don't look at me. Apparently I missed that comment, and I have no idea what that meant. But that I missed that one. I apologize for missing that comment. Sam says, during the break, she says, honestly, I wasn't fond of the movie. I feel like Disney produced it just to grab more money. Alright, here we go. Fuck. Cheers. Yeah, I'm not going to be so cheerful after this. You know, I was going to save this one for the end, but I decided to go with something else for the ending. Clone Wars. The only reason I saw this fucking thing. That's right, the language is gonna... Yeah, for those of you who are sensitive, I suggest you turn the volume down for a slight moment. It's about to get raw. Clone Wars. The only reason I watched this one is because I had an old copy of it. This is undoubtedly a 10-minute back in the day. I think I only saw 10 minutes of it and I had to turn it off. Yeah. I was in the exact same boat this time around. My opinion did not change whatsoever. Yes, I know it falls between episode 2 and episode 3. Obviously the Clone Wars, which back in the original Star Wars film, when Ben Kenobi made reference to the Clone Wars, I expected something a lot better than the Clone Wars. Let's not get into episode 2, one of the biggest disappointments. Well, episode 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 were all disappointments, and you all know my disdain for Star Wars. I've done many shows ripping apart and tearing apart Star Wars to a new level. Actually, episode 9 was acceptable. Wasn't the episode 9 that we deserved, but it's the one that we unfortunately got. Yeah. So when it comes to Clone Wars, first 10 minutes I was already done. I was already done with the fucking thing, and I didn't want to watch another second of it. And I decided, you know what? Most like these other movies that I've seen lately and I've given a chance to, let me try. It was a true struggle. I shit you not. I was actually at work watching this one because I said the only way I'm going to watch this piece of fucking garbage is if I get paid to watch this fucking thing. This is undoubtedly a fucking travesty of Star Wars films. Alright? If you think episode 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 were pieces of shit, this one takes it to a whole new fucking level of just pure, unadulterated crap. For those of you who like Clone Wars, there is something wrong with you. For those of you who watch the animated series, there is something wrong with you. Eric, I hope to God you don't watch the series. I know you're a Star Wars fan, and yet I don't understand certain Star Wars fans. You see, the argument that I kept reading, wow, kept reading, it's made for children. Well, fuck you if you are going to use that as an excuse. Kiss my ass if you're going to use that as an excuse. I know you guys love my rants, and this is a good one. Fuck you if you're going to use that as an excuse, okay? The original trilogy was done for children. And yet, it also works for adults. How do I know? Because we grew into the movie. I was a child when I saw Return of the Jedi for the first time in the theater, being the first movie I ever saw in the theater. Yes, there were teddy bears in Return of the fucking Jedi. Alright? The movie's made for kids, but yet it has strong adult themes. Because if it was simply made for children, we would have grown out of them, people. But we did not. Because the stories were that strong that they catered to adults as well. Yet Clone Wars is a wretched piece of shit. The second they introduce that whatever character that is, the Padawan, I don't know what kind of alien that is called, there's a name for it, Twi'leks or Twi'leks or some shit like that. The second that character is introduced in the movie, I was literally done. The second she calls Skywalker a master Jedi, if you will, Sky Guy, I was done. The fact that they insulted everything about the Jedi Order was enough for me to want to vomit. Fuck you. It's not just made for kids. Because guess what? Adults are going to see this shit. So for those people who say that this shit was made for children, should be kicked in the fucking teeth. Okay? Yes, of course it's made for children. But adults are going to obviously see it because it is part of the Star Wars canon. And let me tell you people, this was a fucking true nightmare of garbage. I tried, people. I tried to give this fucking stupid movie a shot. And I was actually at work and got so fucking mad after 30 minutes that I decided to scan through this piece of shit to see if it would get better. It did not. It got worse and worse and worse with every single solitary minute. And to think that they actually continued this with a series makes me want to fucking vomit. And no, I will never, ever, ever see it. Thank you. That's all I gotta say about that shit. That's all I got to say about that. It's fucking horrible. Just fucking horrible. And you know what? I've had many moments where I didn't even want to give it a star. This is definitely one of those moments where I don't want to give it a star. And I'm so pissed that they continued on with a series with this type of fucking mentality. And there's no wonder why children nowadays are fucked. You watch this garbage. Bye. Alright, next. Let me read the comments here. Fuck. Amanda says, Sam, don't watch the series. Good advice. Or Amanda said, I'm sorry. Sam says, I actually watched the animated series. I liked it. I'm not going to make a comment. Sam also says, and yes, I do. I've been thinking of rewatching... Sam says, no, not Twi'lek. Whatever. Is a Togruta. Alright, sure. Shows you how much I give a shit. I don't even want to mention any of that. Alright, Amanda says, where's my popcorn? Sam says, I know you don't care, Dell. I'm just going to correct you on that. No, I don't care. You're right. You're 100% right. Fucking disgusting. Piece of shit. POS! Instead of PS, POS or SOS. POS. Stay the fuck away from it. Clone Wars. And you know what? I was already skeptical going in. I already knew it was going to be a piece of shit. I already knew. So I already knew I was in for a series of pain. I already knew that. Okay? I knew because of the way that the franchise had headed from that point. Ever since episode 1, it just went downhill. And then episode 7 we thought was a ray of hope, but apparently it was not. 7 just went right back down. And number 8 was god-awful. The worst fucking Star Wars movie ever fucking made. Actually, you know what? I'll take the fucking Christmas special over episode 8. Alright? And for those Star Wars fans who are true Star Wars fans, you've all seen the Christmas special. Alright? Yes, that's how we learn of Kashyyyk. Yes. And the virtual porn was fucking stunning. Yeah. Well, I don't know what the fuck that was. But anyway. Fuck. Even Ewok, the Battle for Endor. That was better than that. Fuck me. Alright. Let's move on. See, y'all like my rants, I guess. Fuck. It's just, no. That was fucked up. That was so fucked up. Let's move on to something better, so, shall we? Here we go. Sam says fans are fans. Nah, see, there's something about, there's something about being fans and making a shitty movie. There's the difference. They could have catered to the fans, and I've gone on this, I'm not even going to get into it. They could have catered to the fans, okay? And that's something that they forgot to do because they said to themselves, fuck the fans. And it's the fans that made the franchise, and if they had catered to the fans a little bit more, and I'm not talking rewrite the whole fucking story, just do a little bit of fanfare for the fans would have stayed through, and they would have watched all the way through, and everything would have been fine. But because they fucked the fans and said, fuck you fans, just like fucking Clone Wars is. It's basically a fuck you to the fans. This is for children. No, fuck you. We're going to watch too. What, you think you're going to put something out and the fans aren't going to check it out? Of course we are. I'm not one of those fucking people because I don't watch everything. I just watch the movies. There's a lot of other stuff that was out there that's Star Wars related that I didn't give two flying fucks about. Anyways, alright, I'm not even going to... See? I didn't want to get into it. Alright. Sam says, I've never seen the Christmas special, but that doesn't make me any less of a fan. Oh, but the true fans have seen. So if you want to call yourself a true Star Wars fan, you would have seen the Christmas special. You would have found the Christmas special. Oh, fuck yeah. It is definitely the worst fucking thing I've ever seen or made, or even in existence. And even George Lucas wants to ignore the fact that the Christmas special was made. He directed that motherfucker. Yes, that was before episode 1. Oh, he fucked it up way before episode 1. Woo! Why do you think he got why do you think he got Kirshner to direct Empire Strikes Back? Because he was already fucked. And it's like, what the fuck? Actually, I'm watching the Indiana Jones series, and I did not realize that George Lucas actually wrote Indiana Jones. I did not know that. I actually found that the other day, and that's why they make little references to Star Wars in Indiana Jones. For those of you who don't know the references, look it up online. I'm sure you'll be able to find them. It's when you first see the Ark, and there's some calligraphy on the wall, you will actually see a little tiny calligraphy of R2-D2 and C-3PO, in case you guys didn't know. So I did not know that George Lucas wrote Indiana Jones, so I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. So, Amanda says, I've heard the infamy of the special. Oh, the special's fucking gold. If you want it, I can send it to you. That goes to Sam. I can send you that if you really want to see it. Trust me, you don't want to see it. But if you really want to, I can send that to you. That's fucking, yeah. That's on a level of its own. Like, that is like the worst of the shit. Like, just... And then Sam says, fuck you and your true fan bullshit. Hey, you did not... You weren't there when the original Star Wars film came out. You probably saw the edited version of Star Wars. Yeah. The one called A New Hope. I don't think you've ever seen the original. Alright? Yeah. See, I've got more on the Star Wars thing, alright? Alright? My very first movie I ever saw in the theater was Return of the Jedi. Yeah. Before it was edited. Before it was redone. Yeah. Anyway, alright. Are you kidding me? I've done so many shows on this shit, bitching out Star Wars is not even funny. If anybody's bitter towards Star Wars, it's me. Alright? Hey, I look back now, and I look at Return of the Jedi, and yes, even I'm a little upset about the fact that it's little teddy bears that fucking, like, that kind of bugs me now. And it's like, what the fuck, what were you thinking, man? Like, and that's Jedi, and I love Return of the Jedi, but... It is what it is. All right, let's move on. Amanda, hold on. Amanda says, true air quotes. True. Sam says, dude, I was born in 1987. Of course I never saw the originals. Well, you could have seen the originals. No. Don't say that. No, that is false. Have you seen The Wizard of Oz? I rest my case. So if you've seen The Wizard of Oz, you could have seen the original films. And yes, they are available. So don't give me that line either. Especially, I've heard that line before. Oh, I was born in such and such, I couldn't have seen it. Well, you've heard of a movie called Wizard of Oz, right? Well, that was in 36. Yeah, none of us were born, but we've all seen it. All right? Actually, I think it was 33. Was it 33 or 36? 1933 or 36? Fuck. I don't want to check. I'm too... Anyway, cheers. Enough with the Star Wars jargon. All right, that's enough. Okay. And Amanda says, Dal, no gatekeeping. Right. What the fuck is gatekeeping? What is that? Please, send me that terminology. I've never heard that before. Sam says, you're gatekeeping. Fucking stop. Again, what does gatekeeping mean? And then she says, duh. Sam also says, I don't know where to find them. If you want to send them to me, I'll watch them. Sure, I can send them. I think they're big enough to send online. I could probably find a way. I can send you the originals. Because once you see the originals, then you'll understand. The originals were nominated for Best Special Effects. I think they won Best Special Effects. They won an Academy Award for Special Effects. And then when they did the redos, or the digitally enhanced Star Wars shit, that's when they fucked it all up. I could just imagine what the people who worked on all those special effects felt like when they were fucking just kicked in the fucking teeth when they replaced everything with CGI. And meanwhile, you're sitting there like, what about all that hard work that we put in? Yeah, it's fucked up. Some people, I showed Shannon the original films, and even she was like, wow, this is much better than what, the CGI releases or whatever. Yeah. So anyways, again, I'm okay. All right, no more Star Wars. Sam says, like, legit. She also says, send them to me, please. I can. If I can find a way, I'll send them to you. And Amanda says, gatekeeping means you can't be a friend because of such and such. What? When did I say that I was going to cut you off? I never said that. I'll still be your friend. But, I just don't... Wait, what's the word I'm looking for? I just feel that, a little stronger towards these things. So, and Amanda says, for example, of gatekeeping, you can't be a true fan if you don't like all the movies. I never said that. No. I said, you can't be a true fan if you, think that everything's good. You have to be, if you think everything's good, then you're too much of a fan. You know what I mean? There are things that are shit. For example, Star Trek. I'm going to change the subject big time. Here you go. Flip the switch. Star Trek. Star Trek There's a lot of people that don't like the J.J. Abrams versions of Star Trek, and yet they love the original series. I absolutely loved most of what Star Trek had to offer. I loved the original Star Trek with Captain Kirk. I also loved Next Generation. Wasn't crazy about Voyager. I liked, very much so, the J.J. Abrams, which I've already been chastised about by Captain Foley. Very much like the J.J. Abrams. I never saw Picard, but I would like to check it out. But there's a lot of stuff in there that I did not like. And that's what I'm trying to say. If you like everything, and you say just because it's got Star Wars written on it that you love everything Star Wars related, that is too much. Okay, you gotta have, like, you can't just say you love everything because it's got the brand on it. That's just not fair. If it's got shitty stories to go with it, then they're shitty stories. They're shitty movies. And that's the thing. I mean, you could be a fan of the brand. Sure. The bottom line is it's all about little swords with lights on it, if you think about it, right? It's not like we're watching, you know, rocket science. Well, there are rockets in there, but, you know. But all I'm saying is the fanboys, if you will, those guys are a little bit extreme. Sure, I'm pretty bad, but I'm not as bad as they are. Those guys are fucking extremists, and they're fucked. Okay? Like, they are fucking beyond extremists, okay? Like, they will nitpick everything. And here's the crazy part. They love the original trilogy, because I love the original trilogy, but they even get to the point now where they even start picking on the original trilogy, which is worse than what I do. I'm just making fun of the fact that there are teddy bears in there. Mind you, they're little savage little motherfuckers, but they're not cannibals, because people have called Ewoks cannibals. They're not cannibals. They're just eating flesh. You know what I mean? Just because they're eating humans doesn't mean they're cannibals. That's just what they like to eat. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, see, I've got a lot of topics there that I just threw out in one. Amanda says, fan, I mean. Amanda also says, I was providing an example. All right, fair enough. She also says, it's basically mocking people for not seeing, liking, or hating someone by calling them not a true fan. I never said she wasn't a true fan. I just says that you need to see the originals in order to appreciate the originals. So you're tripping on my words over here. Okay, no more Star Wars. Moving on. Let's go. Here we go. That's it. Any more Star Wars comments? I will not read. Okay. Burn Hollywood Burn, an Alan Smithy film. I've only got an hour here. Actually, I'm talking like I'm timed, but I only like going an hour. Plus, my lady's going to be waiting for me to call. I don't know if you guys have ever seen or even heard of this movie. I have been dying, waiting for years and years and years for a digital copy of this movie to come out. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but this movie is a gem, all right? Meaning that it's just one of those movies that you should watch because of the premise, all right? For those of you who don't know how it used to work in Hollywood was, this is told within the first 10 seconds of the movie. I'm not giving away anything. Basically, if a director was not happy with a certain film, they would usually write directed by Alan Smithy because they wanted no part of it. The interesting part of this premise is they say right at the beginning, what if your actual name is Alan Smithy? So, that's pretty much what this movie is all about. The guy's name is Alan Smithy. He's not very happy with being part of a project, a film, if you will. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because that's up to you guys to watch. But Burn Hollywood Burn is amazingly done. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great, entertaining movie. It's a little slow in some scenes, but this movie definitely has, it's got entertainment written all over it. It's shot like a documentary style. So basically they're just interviewing a whole bunch of people. That's pretty much how the whole movie is. But it's the way that it's done and the way that it's shot and the way that it's just presented. I thought it was absolutely awesome and absolutely hilarious. I saw this movie like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and it still stands to this day. I love it. This movie is just hilarious. It's just a perfect Hollywood film, if you will. Like basically ripping Hollywood apart. It's not incredible. I don't think there's a 5-star in this group today. Or maybe there is. But I'll definitely give this one a 4-star for sure. It's definitely entertaining as hell. a little element missing, but again, that's all it is. I'm a picky bastard when it comes to certain things. So, yeah. Amanda says something. Hold on. It's basically mocking people for not seeing like or hating someone by calling them something. All right. God damn it, I can't spell it properly. Don't worry, I got it. Eric says, burn Hollywood burn. Alan Smithy is yeah, I saw that name I saw that word in the thing. Pseudonym for directors who do not wish to have their names credited to the production. There you go. What is that word? Did I say that right? Pseudonym. Is that right? Did I say that right? But that's exactly the premise of it. Have you seen the movie? Have you seen it? Oh, maybe you have seen it. At least by that review. I thought it was great. I thought it was hilarious. I mean, there's a couple of scenes in there that just had me on the floor. So, all right. Next on the agenda. Jesus, I didn't realize the show was going to go this long. All right. Next on the agenda, A Few Good Men. I don't know if you guys ever saw the movie Dickie Roberts. This is with, what's his name? Fuck. Dickie Roberts. Who is that guy again? David Spade. He talks to director Rob Reiner, and he says, or Rob Reiner actually says to him, he goes, I remember when we were filming this film, Jack Nicholson turns to me and says, the movie shouldn't be called A Few Good Men. It should be called A Few Good Men and a Girl with Nice Boobs. Or something like that. I'm probably misquoting the line. But anyways, A Few Good Men with Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson, and of course Demi Moore. I knew that Cuba Gooding was in there, and I was so upset that he didn't have more of a role. I love Cuba Gooding Jr., and I remembered he was in there, and I thought he had more of a significant role. I was incorrect. But this movie, I haven't seen in like 10, 15 years, and to watch it again, I just saw it last night, once again. It's the first time in years that I've seen this movie, and I absolutely loved it. For those of you who don't know the big line in the movie, there's a big line in the movie that's been heard everywhere, and obviously I was waiting for that moment. And once I heard that moment, once I heard that scene, that moment, that big scene, I literally got chills because I was waiting for it and I hadn't heard that line in years. Again, I didn't remember the whole thing, but I did remember certain elements of it, and I tell you, this movie is absolutely fantastic. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. There is a 5-star in the pile. Boom. Damn good movie. Incredibly well done. The story is unbelievably great. It's an army movie, for those of you who like army movies. Good chemistry between everybody, all the characters, all the... Kevin Bacon's in there as well. Also, J.T. Walsh, rest in peace, J.T. Walsh. I used to absolutely loved J.T. Walsh. He was definitely one of my favorite actors. I just love his persona. He just had such a good character base. Great fucking actor, and it's unfortunate he's gone. But Jack Nicholson, oh fuck, unbelievable. Also, Kiefer Sutherland's in there. Big cast, big giant cast. And again, they brought in Cuba Gooding. I'm thinking he was. This is like one of his starting roles because Cuba Gooding Jr. was in there for like not even 5 minutes. I was like, that's it. I'm like, but they had brought on a lot of actors in this one, and I tell you, great movie, great movie. If you guys haven't seen this movie, top notch fucking acting. And actually, there's a line in there. I'm not going to recite the line, but for those of you who have seen Devil's Advocate, Keanu Reeves, or Keanu Reeves, this was back when I still called him Keanu, Keanu Reeves actually has a line in there that Tom Cruise says a similar line, but actually nailed it better than Keanu. And I was even like sitting there, this is last night, and I'm watching, I start laughing because I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Immediately made me think of Devil's Advocate, which was hilarious. Amanda says, yes, you said it right. Okay, so pseudonym for, yeah, all right, cool. I'm happy I said that right. And Eric says, yes, I did, but I didn't find it as entertaining as you did. Oh, dude, I loved it. I loved that movie. I thought it was just crazy, just fucked up, like, you know. And then, okay, now I understand why. Eric says, they greatly underused Eric Idle. Good point. Good point. I think they could have given him more. I agree. Well, it's like Christoph Waltz, because I'm a huge fan of Christoph Waltz. Absolutely love him. He's like my favorite actor, bar none. Eric, like, no joke. Like, unbelievably, like, fucking fantastic. And there's a lot of movies where they've underutilized him, like the latest Bond film. I think it was the latest one or the one prior to. And I was like, that's it? Like, that's the role you're giving him? Christoph Waltz? Like, this guy's like a genius, and this is what you give him? You know, like Inglourious Bastards? Holy shit. Every movie that man has done. Django. Fuck, dude, I can name all of his fucking movies. Like, I love Christoph Waltz. So you're right. Eric Idle was definitely underused. They could have used him a lot more. I think they could have... There's certain things, like I said, it got a little slow. So there's certain things that they could have worked on. But I thought it was funny. Anyways, we're talking about A Few Good Men. And a girl with really nice boobs. If you guys watch Dickie Roberts, former child star, that's what it's called. That's where Rob Reiner says the line. All right, so there you go. So I did have a 5-star in here. It was in there. I knew it was in there somewhere. I knew there had to be. So, you know, all right. Okay, just up. Yeah, okay, we're up to date. Okay. Oh, oops. Next on the agenda, All Hallows Eve, the one that Amanda had brought up at the very beginning. I was not aware that it was a sequel, or that Terrifier was a sequel to this. I did not know that, but thank you, Amanda, for indulging me on that. Actually, there's a few other films that this director's done. I forget his name right now. But there's a few other films that they've done, and they have used Art the Clown in a few of them. They're horrible movies, of course. Now, for those of you who haven't seen Terrifier, I describe that movie as probably one of the worst amazing pieces of fucked up shit that I've ever seen. That movie was so bad, and yet so brilliantly done. There were some scenes in there that I fucking keeled over, and I was laughing so hard. Yeah, in a horror movie, I'm dying over here. And I loved Terrifier. I gave that one a 5-star, without a doubt. Okay? The one thing that I have a gripe about this movie, major gripe, is the actor. The guy who plays Art the Clown. There's no doubt in my mind it was a different actor. The second I saw him in this one, right away I knew right away. I go, that's not him. I go, that is not the guy that they used in Terrifier. The guy that they used in Terrifier, which I mentioned their names earlier, I'm not going to look that up again. He was fantastic. He was perfect. This guy was good too. Don't get me wrong. This guy was very good. But this movie was not as clever as Terrifier. Terrifier was just it was a bad amateur film. Really bad amateur film, but it was done perfectly. Like, it was done so perfectly, and it was just so bad and so amazingly done. I absolutely loved it. This one, on the other hand, was sort of scattered. I kind of lost interest after a while, because I was like, oh, all right. Art the Clown is not the main guy in this one. He is a key character, but he's not the main character. And that sort of disappointed me, because it's sort of scattered at the beginning, and I'm sitting there like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? It was man. It just, you know, the effects were cool. The horror, or the gags, the horror gags were very good. Some of the scenes were very good. I was like, whoa, this is pretty damn good. Like, really good gags, like special effects. Some of them were very cute. But there were some that I'm like, oh, fuck off, guys. But it was like, I don't know, the story was weak. The story was very, very weak. Not that Terrifier was any better. Don't think the Terrifier was any better. But this one just, I don't know. And as soon as I saw Art the Clown, which I absolutely love the character, absolutely love it. And I saw it was a different actor, I could tell right away. I'm like, that's not him. I go, that's not the guy. As soon as I saw, that's not him. Doesn't matter if he's wearing makeup and shit. You can tell immediately it's not the actual guy. And you can even go on IMDb. I'm telling you the truth. But this one, I don't know. It did really nothing for me. So I'm going to have to give that one a 2. I'm going to have to give it a 2. It was not what I had hoped for. I was sort of hoping for something a little bit better. So again, the horror gags were really good. I thought that some of them were really, really. I call them gags because that's pretty much what the term is in Hollywood. It's like little horror gags. Like they used to use that terminology in Friday 13th. So I think it was what's his name? The special effect guy. He actually said it a bunch of times. Shit, it's not coming to me. Savini, Tom Savini. He's the guy who says horror gags. So I got that from him. So anyway, okay. Amanda says, "Oh my God, we agree on a movie." Oh, wait a second. Terrifier or this one? This one. I'm pointing in the wrong way as always. Amanda says the special effects makeup was really good. Oh, okay. So you are talking about All Hallows Eve. Okay. Yeah, but it didn't have the same. I mean, Terrifier was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Like, fucking genius. Like, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, when I finished watching that movie, I was in hysterics. I was like, this is the best fucking movie ever made. Best, worst movie of all made. Well, actually, no, The Room is the best, worst movie. But mind you, this was right up there. But I can't wait. I can't wait for Terrifier 2. Like, I'm dying. As soon as I saw the trailer photo, I'm like, oh, Terrifier 2. Oh, I got all excited. It's the same guy, same actor. I can't wait. I can't wait for that one. So I absolutely love it. But this one, James says we need to do horror parody movies again when things get back to normal. Oh, you agree on Terrifier, Amanda says. Okay, all right. Yeah, Terrifier is fucking great. Like, I love Terrifier. Absolutely love it. But this one, even Shannon was getting a kick out of Terrifier. It was just a perfect fucking shitty horror movie. If you want a perfect shitty horror movie, Terrifier's your Terrifier's hilarious, dude. I love that movie. I could watch that over and over and over again. It's just so fucking brilliant. Alright. I saved the best for last. Alright. You guys are going to disagree with me on this one, especially if you know who this guy is. His name, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, is Anthony Jeselnik. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. Never heard of this guy. But I was on TikTok one afternoon, or I think it was, definitely an afternoon. And I'm scrolling along TikTok like I normally do, and all of a sudden I see a bit from this fucking guy. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was enough for me to download this guy's special. Alright, I went online and looked specifically for this one in particular, where he was wearing the leather jacket and had the beard. I never heard of this guy. Didn't know who the fuck this guy was. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this comedian. Undoubtedly the most raw comedian I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Like, I thought back in the day Eddie Murphy was, he was pretty raw. Obviously, he's got a show called Raw. No. When I saw Jim Jeffries, I thought Jim Jeffries was fucking raw. No. Please don't bring up Bob Saget, because I know, like, Shannon even brought up Bob Saget. Bob Saget is just a series of fucks. That's all he is. He's not funny. I've seen his stand-up. He's not funny at all. He's got too many fucks in there with not enough jokes, right? Even Eddie Murphy said in Raw, he said, and I quote, he goes, you can't have a whole show of just cursing. You need to throw some jokes in there, right? That's what Bob Saget is, and that's why I don't respect the guy, because he's not funny. This son of a bitch, Anthony Jeselnik, is absolutely the worst stand-up comic on earth. Like, I'm talking, this man should be arrested for his comedy. But he's fucking brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love this guy. Love him to death. I was loving every single second of this. And he takes his sweet time telling the joke. That's one thing that I sort of had a problem with. He also sounds like, oh my God, I had a hard time the other day with this name as well. An actor. Okay, no, I gotta look this one up. James says, seriously, in the year 2020, yes, we do have to get together. I swear to God, I'm dying over here. Like, I need to get together with humans. Okay, what's his name? Hold on, I gotta find this guy's name. I hope I don't lose you guys here. I hope I don't screw something up. Okay. Alright, there we go. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy. He was in the Line of Fire. Sounds so much like him. Okay, In the Line of Fire. Hold on. In the Line. Shannon is probably wondering what I'm going to call. Are you still watching, darling? Okay, here we go. In the line of fire. What's his name? It's not coming to me. It came to me the other day, and it's not coming to me right now when I need it. Oh, John Malkovich. There you go. I don't know if you guys know John Malkovich. I hope you do. John Malkovich, this guy, Jeselnik, he sounds just like John Malkovich. He sounds almost identical to him. And his humor, the way that he builds up the joke, is what makes him stand out from anybody else. And this guy is fucking raw. This guy is the worst comedian ever. For those of you who are sensitive, do not. I thought Andrew Dice Clay. There's another name I was trying to think of. I thought Andrew Dice Clay was bad. No. This guy puts Andrew Dice Clay, he puts Jim Jeffries, he puts all the fucking raw comics, like, knocks them the fuck out within 2 words. Alright? Within the first opening act, he's already, like, worse than these fucking guys. Like, I'm talking, like, 5 minutes in, you're sitting there like, oh, shit. And yet, he's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. I thought he was hysterical. Okay? Hysterical. Now, for those of you who don't know, and this is pretty much what I'm sort of leading up to, and that's why I saved him to the end. For those of you who do not know, this is something that was a behind-the-scenes kind of thing for the Dark Knight film. When Heath Ledger was coming up with the Joker, when he was trying to get into the Joker's mindset, he had a book, and he wrote down shit that the Joker would find funny. For those of you who don't know this story, I think I've told about or talked about this before. He actually wrote in that book, smacking 2 babies' heads together, and he thought that was hysterical. That's the Joker's mentality. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what Anthony Jeselnik is all about. For those of you who don't know what fucked up stand-up comedy is, this motherfucker is fucked up. In other words, if you don't find 2 babies' heads smacking together funny, you are not going to like this guy. Alright? I'm telling you right now. The only reason I'm bringing that up, I'm not giving away any of his humor, I'm not giving away any of his stand-up, but I'm basically mentioning the fact that the Joker, as Heath Ledger describes, would find something like that funny. That is what you would find funny if you listen to this fucking guy or watch his stand-up. I am going to give this motherfucker a 5-star without a shadow of a doubt, because this guy is one of the most fucked up comedians that I've ever heard, and I think he's absolutely fucking brilliant. Now, here's the scary part. Because he's so raw, I'm blown the fuck away that this man, like Bob Saget, is hosting his own show. Okay? Bob Saget, Mr. Fuckity Fuck, hosted America's Funniest Home Videos, the safest program on television, where the videos were actually worse than Bob Saget. And then this guy's got his own show. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? And when I'm listening to the audience reaction, I'm like, wow. Half of the jokes, I'm sitting there even like, oh, wow. I go, dude, that's too much, man. That's some fucked up shit. James says, Deli, what have you done for me lately? Oh, I know, I haven't done anything for you. Don't worry. Well, we'll get there. 2020 is not over yet, sir. And then he also says, wow, seriously, raw comic in the year 2020, unheard of. Right. I can't believe this guy, I can't believe he made a career in this day and age with all the sensitive fucking people out there. I can't fucking believe that this guy's a star. This guy's huge. Like, this is his 3rd comedy thing. And I was like, what the fuck? Dude, absolutely brilliant. So there you go. That's it for me. Wow. See, I should have made the Star Wars thing on Saturday or something. Just And then James says, that is a great shirt. Where can I get one? Unfortunately, you can't. This is a one-of-a-kind. Literally one-of-a-kind. This was done by, obviously, just popped up. Hold on. Well, it's the same thing. It's going to come up, actually. But let me just, I haven't really mentioned that in a while. But there you go, Bottle Decor by Daisy Day, which is probably going to snap up. Is it going to go now? No, not yet. Come on, you bastard. Move. Here we go. And there you go. It's close enough. So there you go, Bottle Decor. I actually got this one of a kind. Actually, 2 of a kind, because Shannon has one as well. So this was just a prototype. And I haven't worn it in a while just because I don't like getting sweaty in my shirt. This is not exactly one that I can rewash over and over and over again. So that's why I haven't worn this shirt in quite some time. But I do love this shirt. It's fantastic. I will see what we can do. This was sort of a prototype to see if it was going to work. So if we can get these things going, then hopefully we'll get one of these. And yes, James, I will hook you up. Woo! Okay, James says that line was from Eddie Murphy's Raw. Which line? Which line? Which line was that? That line was from Eddie Murphy's Raw. Which one? Which line did I say? Is that the one that I talked about with the you can't throw curse words? Yeah. Like, I mean, Bob Saget, I'm sorry. He's not funny, man. He is not funny. I tried. I seriously tried watching. And because he kept on FFFFF, I'm like, no, dude, I can't. It just didn't work for me. So anyways, all right. Woo! Man, I'm sweating, man. And I'm sure my beer is sweating too. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It just literally like a little... I don't even know if this thing's cold anymore. Shit. It is so warm in here. Normally I have my little fan working, but I forgot to turn it on. Cheers. Let's see if this thing's still okay. I'm smelling it. Alright, here we go. It's getting warm. It's getting very warm. I don't like warm beer, man. It tastes like shit. Alright. James says, Eddie! What have you done for me lately? That's the line. Alright. Half! Give me half! Mr. Fuck you, man. Don't get me going on Eddie Murphy. James says, Bone Bitch joke. Yep, I remember Bone Bitch. And a big, fucked up afro. But dude, I'm telling you, Eddie Murphy, compared to the Jesselnick guy, nothing. He's nothing. Like, I'm telling you, the Jesselnick, buddy, if you're a sensitive person, do not watch Anthony Jeselnik. Do not. Because you are going to get offended within the first fucking, like, literally the first minute. You're going to be like, oh my god, I can't believe he just said that. So he is not for the faint of heart. I absolutely loved him, because I love comedians that are like that. Like Jim Jeffries, a lot of people hate Jim Jeffries, but hey, he's got a career too, people. So he's doing well. He's doing very, very well. You know, and Jim Jeffries is raw, boy. He is raw. Actually, my favorite bit from Jim Jeffries is a bit where he talks about the Bible, because he goes off about the Bible. And he goes, the Bible's a load of shit. He goes, the commandments are all bullshit. All right? There should be one fucking line, and the Bible should be one page. Don't be a cunt. I thought that was brilliant. But dude, it's comedy like that. Like I'm telling you. If you are a very sensitive person, do not watch Jim Jeffries. Don't watch Jeselnik. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but do not watch any of those guys. I mean, Jesus, the title of his show. Look, let me pop this up again. Here we go. Look. Fire in the Maternity Ward. That right there should give you an idea of what kind of comic he is. He's out there, man. He is fucking out there and awesome. Awesome. See, I'm fucked up when it comes to this shit. When it comes to stand-up, I'll watch anybody who's good. All right. There's all my information. You know why? Because all good things must come to an end. My ass will be back Saturday. Yes, Saturday. And that'll be for the Del Morgado Show Unleashed. I do want to thank everybody that watched the show this evening. Let me reverse all that. We've got Amanda, we've got Sam, we've got James, we've got Shannon, Eric, who else? Is there anybody else? Anybody else? Nope, that's all Star Wars. Yeah, I think that's it. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for watching. There's all the information. Also, if you have any comments, suggestions for the show, and if you want to get a copy of the original Star Wars, you can email me at dfhstudios@hotmail.com. But that email has a lot more reference than you think, because you can use it for something else. And that is, of course, if you'd like to donate to the show, to keep the show going, to keep me motivated, keep me spiritually enhanced, you can donate to the show, dfhstudios@hotmail.com. James, Eric, you guys are covered for a long time. You are my 5-star supporters. You've got it covered for a bit. If anything, you guys helped me out big time, and thank you very much once again for allowing me the ability to get my website back up and running again. It's thanks to James and Eric and Ingalore as well. That's right, because she was also a donator, a part of that as well. So thank you very much, and that's all I got to say about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Let me look for any last comments here. And James says, great show, dude. Thank you, sir. He also says, I want a bottle. A bottle? What? What, a bottle with Drinkin and Yakkin on it? I could probably hook that up. I could probably get you a wine bottle. We'll see about that. I don't know. Anyways, but yep, there's our thank you list right there. Real quick. I just noticed that. But ladies and gentlemen, you can tune in Saturday night for Del Morgado Show Unleashed. And Saturday night I will promote for Amanda Thomas. Hopefully Amanda shall return. I understand this week she wasn't available, but that's okay. Hey, it's all good, darling. It's all good. Thank you, everybody, for making the comments. I do miss doing all this. Oh! James says baby bottle. Oh, yes. Yes. These are for the people that can't take a joke. But obviously you can take a joke, sir. You can all take jokes because you guys are cool enough to watch the show. But I will see if I can get you one of those for sure. Next time I see you, sir, I will hook it up. Again, time permitting. We are actually, I think, in the 3rd stage of something. I don't know. Could be 4th by now. I heard that at work they're on the 3rd stage. So that means that they're going to be opening up pools and all that kind of stuff like that. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully sooner than later. And hopefully everything will go back to normal. But yes, I was talking about Amanda. So hopefully Sunday night, 10 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who would like to check out her show as well. But, or Sunday night, sorry. I think I said Sunday. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I need some more food. I gotta get some food, like real food. All I had was like a little tiny sandwich before I started the show. At least it was something. So, plus I gotta call my lady. She's probably losing her mind right now. Like, what the fuck is down there? So, anywho, I don't even know if she's still watching. Do I have anybody? Oh, Amanda says, I will be. Did you say that like Yoda? Because that's how I interpreted. You will be. But yes, James, I will hook you up with a baby bottle. I just saw that. He says baby boy toll. Baby boy toll. Baby boy toll. Oh, I do have some viewers still. Awesome. You guys rock. Thank you for the likes, by the way. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, that's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed, I think. Except for that little Star Wars rant. I don't like doing my Star Wars rants, man. You know, you all may think I do, but no, man. I got a headache from doing Star Wars rants. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching again, and hope that you all tune in Saturday night for the Del Morgado Show Unleashed. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, until then, my name is Del Morgado. And you've been watching Drinkin and Yakkin right here on youtube.com/DFH Studios, and I've got 3 words for you. Just trying to find the button. Cheers, you bastards!